My MVP was Iroh. I'm just playing wrong Avatar.
I was gonna say,
Did I miss something?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Despot, the greatest show on earth. I'm joined today with the ever lovely Dolfo and the lovely, daring, and dashing Daniel. And
Always
today
dashing.
we're going to be talking about Avatar, what we thought about the movie, our MVP, the plot twist, and we'll be taking a look into it in honor of Avatar: The Way of Water coming out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and don't forget, share this video with your Mima
and your people.
and your peepaw.
We're just gonna start adding so many people.
Just to start off, before we get into it, there's gonna be spoilers in this, okay?
I hope.
You know, and this movie came out in 2009, so if you haven't seen it by now, like, I'm sorry.
It's been 13 years and they're coming out with the sequel. That's crazy.
It's crazy. And it's crazy that James Cameron says he's already got like 6 in the work.
But
He's been had 6.
I think he's capping a little.
no, he tweeted this and he said,
Yeah, and I saw.
well, I
for it,
gotta
go for it.
tell
Yeah,
the
yeah,
people
yeah.
that he sent in his Avatar 4 script, right?
Yeah.
And they told them that there was nothing wrong with it. They had no notes for him and it was perfect.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
Cap or no cap?
I think it's cap.
A little cap.
A little cap.
Uh,
I mean, there's got to be some cap in there.
There's
Yeah.
no way. I mean,
There's
I'm not
no
saying
way.
there's no way, but like they trust him that much with there already 4 movies out,
Yeah.
like written, and he's got planned 6.
Yeah, he's got 6 planned.
How do you even make 6 out of this? Well, let's start with the letter grades. In retrospect, or what do you guys give?
Are we
give
talking
this?
about like when it came out or right now?
Right now. Well, I mean, right now it's the same thing.
And I told you guys this before we reviewed it and watched it. I've actually never seen the movie in a full sitting.
Yeah.
It was one of those movies that was always playing at like Best Buy or an electronics store or Walmart in the electronics section where they had it on to show like how good TVs were. So I would always see it in parts or just like, bits. So I actually sat down and watched it from the beginning to the end, and I watched it in one sitting. So this was my first time watching the
I was
movie.
gonna say, fun fact: Angel's the only one out of the 3 was that watched it in the full sitting
Yeah.
in this rewatch. I watched it in like 4 parts, and Daniel, how many parts did you watch it in?
Shit. A bunch.
Too much.
bunch.
But yeah, what were you saying?
It was a little hard to sit there through the whole sitting, so I'm a little worried for Way of Water because it's even longer.
Yeah, because it added like 30 minutes.
They added a little more, I think, closer
Oh, it's
to.
gonna be 3 hours.
Yeah,
It's gonna be like 3
Oh,
hours.
what's this one?
it's
240. I think it was
No,
240.
it's like 2:30.
No, it was 240. I
Is it
told you.
240?
Yeah, I told you it was 2 hours and 42 minutes.
Okay, so then Daniel's
Well,
right.
the other one's 3 hours and 12 minutes.
3 hours and 12 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a long movie.
Yeah. So they added 30 minutes on top of
Yeah.
this. Whew.
Well, you know what's funny? And we talked
Chills.
about this already. James Cameron said it's okay to go to the bathroom during Way of Water because you guys are going to come back and watch it anyways.
Yeah, I mean, a little
I was
cocky,
like,
but
yeah, that's a little cocky. Like, he really is confident about this movie and how good it is. But for my first time watching it, I made sure to watch it in my room because my TV in my room is a lot better than the living room, and the movie holds up.
Weird flex, but okay.
No, because I want to talk about the CGI.
I agree.
It holds up really, really good.
Your letter grade, my good sir.
Oh yeah, we just.
skip glossed over it.
Oh, I know. That's what we do on the podcast. I'm gonna give it a solid B.
That's so funny because I was going back and forth between B plus and B. I'm giving it a B plus.
Same, B plus.
B plus. Yeah, I was thinking about it.
But I think a solid B.
I mean, I was gonna give it a B just because of how problematic it is, but we'll talk about that later.
I gave it a B because I see more people just talk about the CGI than the actual plot of the movie.
Well, I was telling you guys in the group chat, dude, the CGI is really good. I will
the
give
CGI
it that.
is incredible. I
watched it on my phone.
The only part that looked weird with the CGI was the animals.
The black cats?
Like the black cat.
The black cat. Thank you, man.
Because they look like glossy. Like
They did. And I'm sure it's going to look a lot better now because they have like the practice.
12 years of technology.
Well, yeah, but once you like CGI something, if you do it again, it's going to look better because you already have that template. So you just got to like tweak it more. Like Thanos. Thanos looked amazing by like the end.
By the end, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was going to say, I watched it on my phone and like I told you on my phone, I forgot what movie I watched, but the CGI looked really bad, but Avatar looked really good.
Yeah, Avatar looked
even on my
really,
phone,
really
it looked great. And I was like, damn, this CGI holds up even today's standards.
Even
Like,
today's standards.
If it came out with Black Adam, I will tell you right now, Black Adam will get shitted on even more because how bad the CGI.
In terms of CGI and Black Adam,
there were no CGI.
it's way better than Black Adam.
I know we keep shitting on Black Adam.
Oh, because we love to.
Yeah, because what else is there to do? Like, I'm not saying.
But we're
I'm
not here
like-
to talk about Black Adam.
Yeah,
we're here
no,
to
we're
talk about
not.
Avatar. So who's your MVP?
Well, I think this is the first time I ever do this. I'm gonna give it to Jake Sully.
Jake Sully?
Yeah,
Oh,
Sam
wow.
Worthington. Yeah, the main character. I think he really did a good job. For all the problematic things that this movie has, which I have a lot of problems, just I don't care if it's being woke or not, but this movie has a lot of problems with like.
Yeah, do you think that's because from 2009 to now is the Me Too
No, I had this
movement?
mindset in 2009 too.
Did you?
Yeah, but that's my MVP is Sam. Jake Sully. I think he did a great job. He really carried this movie. He was a focal point from the beginning to the end, and he really made this movie what it was. Who's your MVP?
For me, it's The Scientist.
Are you talking about Sigourney Weaver?
Yeah, Sigourney Weaver was my MVP.
Nice. Yeah, Dr. Grace Augustine. She did a great job.
She did a really good job.
You know what's funny? She's coming. She's in the credits for Avatar 2.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
I think she'll be in flashbacks, or like Daniel was saying, the
video diaries that they were making.
I can see that. Like she's giving some advice from the past to Jake Sully.
Like, hey, if you ever need help, watch this kind of thing.
How about your MVP?
I'm gonna go with Neytiri, the girl.
Natiri?
Ooh, Zoe Saldana.
Zoe Saldana.
Is that you pronounce her name?
Zoe Saldana.
I'm really bad with these names.
It's crazy. I knew she was in this movie, but I didn't know what character she played.
Really?
Her voice is like recognizable.
No.
No.
Look, I know who she was. I know who she is.
Her voice?
But no. If
What
she.
the hell?
No, I can't recognize her voice either.
I can recognize it like right away.
No, because once I found out it was her, I tried listening and I couldn't hear it.
If she gave me a phone call right now, I would not know it's her.
Yeah.
Well, maybe on the phone. No. Yeah, I can.
But she did do a great job. I was gonna go with yours too. I was thinking about The Scientist or
Michelle
Sully.
Rodriguez.
Yeah.
I really like how they named him Jake Sully, like just one name, Jake Sully.
Yeah. We were talking a little bit about the end of the movie. I know we're just jumping all over the place.
No, that's fine.
With like Michelle Rodriguez's character dying, they killed a lot of people.
I was thinking about that. Do you think James Cameron had a sequel in mind?
No, I don't think so.
Yes.
No.
You think so?
Yeah, because even back then they were talking about making a bunch of movies.
One thing is to talk about it. Another thing is for it to be greenlit in production, the script written.
Well, I mean,
if you're talking about it, you at least know like who you want and who you don't.
I'm just saying. Back then, he even talked about having at least 4 or 5 movies.
I know. I trust Daniel. He knows some like he doesn't know like a lot of facts, but when he knows a fact, he knows a fact, bro. He's really on that.
Hey.
No, it might be a little bit more on the cap side too.
Well, I do think the way it ended, it did
leave open.
It left the door open.
And then the end credit scene with Thanos coming. I'm sorry, I love making that joke. It's just really funny, bro. No, they did. I agree. They killed Michelle Rodriguez, which she's a big star. Well, I was looking at it. So up to that point, she still didn't come back for Fast and Furious. She wouldn't be back for Fast and Furious for 4 more years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So at that point, like she was well known, but not really an action star as she is right now.
Yeah, she wasn't A-list.
Wasn't Machete around that time?
Yes, but a little bit after that. She wasn't Machete until like afterwards.
Yeah.
Machete didn't come out.
Machete was like 2010 or 2011.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like it was after the first movie.
Yeah.
I thought Sigourney Weaver's character was gonna make it.
I kind of hope she did, but
Because I was watching it for the first time, so I was like, she's gonna make it.
I had this Mandela effect that I thought she made it. I thought she made it, and she got transferred to the new body.
Yeah.
So in my head, I was just waiting for that. And when it didn't happen, and it, like the scene changed, I was like, "Is that it?" Like,
you're like, wait, did I skip something?
Yeah, I went back and I was like, "There's no way," because I like also because I knew she was coming back. So I was like,
maybe she. I don't know, but they did leave her there for a long time. And then they just like went off to war.
Well, also the end credit scenes, I kept like looking to see if like she would like come out just by.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm surprised they killed her off as well. Out of everybody, I do think
because she was first and foremost, is what she said. She was a scientist,
Yeah.
so she didn't believe in like their deity too much per se. Because when she got shot, she's like
until she heard the voice.
Yeah, because when she got shot on the like little craft thing or whatever. She said something. I forget what she said, but she was like,
"I'm not gonna make it."
No, she's like, "Oh, I'm a scientist. I know. I'm gonna make it." And then that's when Jake Sully was like, "No, they can help you. Like
they can help you.
They can help you."
I wonder how they know that they can help her. Like, how do they know they can just transfer their mind to another body?
Because they've done it before.
You think so?
Yeah, I feel like they maybe between the Navi.
No,
you don't think so?
No,
you think like a chief or something. They went like.
I think it was just a hunch. I think they were like, you know what? Fuck it.
Let's give it a try.
They were like, you know what? We can connect our hair to things. Let's see if the Awa?
Awa? Is it Awa?
Awa.
No, that's
Awa.
Awa. Yeah, maybe. I think it was just one of those where they were looking at each other and they were like, do you think? Let's try it. I mean, we got nothing to lose. I do think it's
what was I gonna bring up? Oh, I hope the other scientist dude. I think he's the one that's gonna be talking to.
Dr. Patel, I think was his name.
No, it's Norman Spellman.
Yeah, Norm. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Avatar.
Norm, the
Where'd you get
nerdy
Patel
guy.
I don't know. Maybe that's the actor's name.
It's
No.
not. It's
No.
Joel
It's Joel.
David.
Joel David Moore is the character's name. Norm is the actor.
But I'm assuming that if
Joel is the.
Dr.
Yeah.
Grace comes back in like those videos or whatever, he's
Yeah, yeah.
gonna be the one talking to her.
Does he leave with everybody at the end, or does he stay?
No, he stays.
He
He
stays.
stays, right?
He stays.
Yeah.
When Jake Sully's narrating and he's saying that
Well, they're
some
all-
people
yeah.
were able to stay, he was there.
Yeah, he was just there. Okay, that's
Yeah.
what I thought.
I was gonna
I
ask
just
you
don't know if
guys.
they're gonna switch his body. He might just be going back.
I think he's definitely switching bodies. I think if you had that choice, you're switching
You're
bodies.
switching bodies.
Yeah, and especially look at him, nerdy as hell.
Well, that and just the planet they live on. Like,
They
imagine.
didn't-
Well, that's the thing because they were only supposed to go for 6 years because they said that at
Well,
the
they
beginning.
all left.
Well, I'm
though.
talking about the
No, no,
atmosphere.
no.
I'm talking about the atmosphere.
I was gonna talk about that too, but
Yeah.
keep going.
Oh no, Daniel was saying
Oh,
something.
No, because at the beginning he says, "Oh, I signed up for 6 years.
Yeah.
We're here to." So
Yeah.
They were supposed to explore and do all the.
No, they weren't. They were just there to mine.
No, the other guys were. She
Oh.
wasn't.
Yeah.
She was. She had her own. She wanted to
Right,
explore, do scientific research, and all this.
So I just remember at the beginning they told them that Avatar cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
that property of the of the government?
I would think so.
Probably.
If I was the government, I would. Just in my head, I was like, why are you letting him keep the body?
Like they have to have some sort of fail-safe system to where.
Yeah, well,
mean,
so
you think-
even if you switch like to that body, right? I get it. Like now it's your body, but like it's still the property of the United States.
Yeah, they're the
the
ones
government.
who made it.
Yeah, like I feel like there's some legal case here. I was gonna talk about the atmosphere though.
Do you think there's no oxygen in the atmosphere, or
There's no way, bro.
or there's very little saturation of oxygen?
Well, it probably
Percent-
isn't because they
percentage-wise.
wore masks when they're outside.
They wear masks, right? Because Jake Sully suffocates.
But
Yeah, he
here's
suffocates.
the thing, and I know this because I'm a scientist. No, but so a lot of the animals and the Navi people, they're really big, right? And the only way you can have really big animals is if there's a lot of oxygen in the atmosphere. So you need a lot of oxygen for animals to be able to grow that big.
Do you think there's too much
Well-
that they can't handle?
Well, maybe what if they don't work off of oxygen? Maybe it's
I mean,
more of
have
a
to. There's-
no. Well, what if it's more of like a photosynthesis type of thing, like a plant?
Well, I mean, they
Well,
are part of the world in a
Yeah,
way.
they are part of the world in a way.
Well, either
where
way,
they're
there'd be
connected.
oxygen because that's how even for the photosynthesis, you take in carbon and let out oxygen.
Yeah, but what if they're like a tree?
So
'Cause
they would be
trees
taking in
take
carbon. Yeah, they take in carbon and let out oxygen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
So there'd be oxygen in that.
but technically, a tree doesn't need oxygen, right? A tree needs CO2.
No, yeah, but it lets out oxygen. That's how it lets out. So it doesn't need oxygen, but when it
creates
Yeah.
oxygen.
So
No, I know
when
it
we
creates
breathe
oxygen.
out, we breathe out carbon.
Right.
When trees breathe out, they breathe out oxygen.
I know. But what if the Navi are just flipped?
No, but so it wouldn't matter. So I get that.
They
I get
breathe
that.
in the CO2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
Let out oxygen. If they let out oxygen, you should be able to
I
breathe.
mean, it's literally the same thing, just reversed.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. What if it's just reversed?
Well,
Well,
that
I mean,
doesn't
it doesn't
explain.
matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I
Okay.
don't
No,
think
it
you
doesn't
understand. It
matter.
doesn't matter. They should be able to breathe. That's what I'm saying.
Well, no. If the oxygen, if there was a lot
What
of
is,
oxygen,
does oxygen and gravity have anything to do together? Because the guy, the general, whatever the colonel, he says it towards the beginning. He's like, make sure you work out because the gravity here makes you weak.
yeah, because there's a lot less gravity. I think
There's a lot less gravity.
There's
I
a lot
mean-
more gravity.
no less.
Yes, less gravity, I'd be able to jump.
No,
More
no.
gravity, I'm
yeah, that's
stuck to
true.
the ground. Yeah.
But they do have a.
Did they say less gravity? Because
Yeah.
No.
the whole
No.
science is off. If
Because
No, but
no, he did
there
because
are a lot of like
he did
they
because
do
he
jump
was
high.
No, yeah, that and because when he was benching like 6 plates on
oh,
each
I
side.
saw that. I remember that. I
That's
was
why
like,
he
my
said.
boy.
That's why he said the gravity thing.
Okay.
That's why he said the gravity.
But they
thing.
also can. They also do have a good like leap distance.
So, which makes sense. Like if you were able to bench 6 pounds.
Oh, so that means you have to work out because
Yeah.
if now your muscles gonna get weak. Yeah.
Kind of like when you're in
right.
space. You know how when you're in space
Yeah.
and
Yeah, you're right.
your spine destabilizes,
It's just
decompresses.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the science was off in the movie.
It is.
I
The
think
whole
we're just
breathing
too
thing
dumb
was
to
weird.
understand.
No, dude, the
No.
breathing thing was a little weird, especially because I don't know. It's just the whole
didn't
time.
Why is it weird though? Because you're on a
Because
different planet.
it didn't seem consistent in the movie.
No,
there
it's
was
just-
times where like the general was without a mask, and then other times where he had to put it on.
Well, he was
immediately.
holding his breath.
He was
Yeah,
holding
all
his
the
breath.
times
The
he
time
did.
he was shooting.
Yeah. He,
Oh,
he
was
held his
shooting,
breath
he was
and,
holding-
then he put
Oh,
on the
that's
mask.
right. Yeah,
Well,
he
it
would-
literally, when you put the subtitles, it says he breathes in.
I don't watch
Yeah.
the subtitles.
It's because you're too dumb to read and watch
No,
the
You
movie.
should. You
it's
should
distracting.
learn how to read.
It's not. It's because you can't read and watch the movie at the same time.
The only time I'm not there to read, I'm there to watch a movie.
I'm watching and reading. You can't do both.
No.
So first of all, I really do hate a movie that has a white hero complex. That's my smallest one. I'm going from smallest to biggest.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. My smallest one is a white hero complex. I don't need a white hero saving a bunch of tribes, especially I don't know. I really hate
after
that.
trying to colonize them.
Yeah, after trying, dude, I hate that trope where you have the native people, you have people of color, and then you have the white hero coming in to save them, and he like merges with the tribe or whatever, and he's like the chosen one where he's the only one that can ride the special dragon. I'm like
Special.
yeah, the special dragon, and he's the one with the special, like the whole Messiah thing, giving it to a white person. I really hate that trope. Also, I mean, I don't hate this as much because it was the people who are bad guys doing it, but they were pretty racist, very racist.
Like the military guys.
Yeah, the CEO called them blue monkeys.
I mean, they were literally colonizing them.
Yeah. So I get it, and it did make me hate them because they were being racist, like really
the whites
racist.
trying to colonize all over again.
But also the thing is that if this was real and those people existed, it'd be kind of like Blueface for Jake Sully to be like playing
to become one of them.
Yeah, you know, because especially after the guy calls them blue monkeys and calls them like other things, and then you have this guy becoming them,
become like an actual like.
So that's look, man. You can call me woke or whatever. I don't care. Like that's literally what it looks like. The last thing is the little rapey scene with the dragons. Seems pretty rapey to me.
Which one?
Where so the way that you get a dragon is you have to fight it, and then he's literally forcing the hair into the thing.
I don't think it's
it's like breaking a horse.
Yeah, it's like breaking a horse.
No, I know, but so you're not gonna tell me that scene didn't look sexual, because when he literally put the hair to the guy's thing, the eyes dilated on the
I think
dragon.
you're horny.
No, did you not see the eyes dilate?
I mean, I saw that.
So you're telling me that doesn't look.
They
rapey.
also did that with the horses that they were riding.
Yeah,
like they would
thing.
connect the hair to the thing.
Yeah,
they do it with everything.
You guys are telling me you guys don't see the innuendos or whatever, the innuendos.
Not on that one.
I don't think so. I don't see.
Dude, look, I'm just saying.
That's just them bonding with an animal.
Yeah, I saw it the same way Daniel saw it. I'm like, oh, they're breaking.
I don't know, but when those eyes dilated, it looked off. It looked
that was
really,
him connecting with the dragon
animal
or whatever you want to call it.
I don't know what it is.
Big bird.
Then what the hell is your problematic stuff?
No, the other two I agree with, but that one.
Oh, I was like,
that's one of the problematic. That's not. Nah.
Yeah, not that one. No, I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that one either.
I think
it seemed a little weird.
I also like how she said when you mate with one or you bond with one.
He just used the word mate, and you're telling me it's not a sexual reference? You just said the word mate.
Nah.
You did, but okay.
I know he did,
but I mean, I don't mean it that way.
No, I know. Hey.
All right. Well, when you bond with one of them, she said, when you bond with one of them, you're bonded for life.
Yeah.
So how does he get the other one?
The other one, I think, is just it's like an alpha or something, right? Because it's a different color and it's a lot bigger.
Yeah, but I mean, like if you're already bonded with one, how do you bond with the other?
Did he ever bond with the other one?
He did, because he flew with that little one.
No, the big one.
Yeah, well, obviously you have.
But it never showed when he actually connected.
I think he did. I think it was when they were like falling down.
No, I only remember the scene where he falls on it, but
no, because when they fly off after he does that big speech, he puts it on.
Oh, does he? Yeah. Okay, I didn't see that part. I just remember the scene where he's narrating and he's like, "I'm gonna fall on it from above because it's never expecting anybody to be above it."
I wish we saw that fight.
Yeah,
I remember
we didn't see it.
And then
I just remember the skydive, and then he flies.
I really wish we saw that fight, because the fight with the first dragon was pretty cool.
Yeah, see, like, that's kind of going back to the.
Oh, that's probably what it is. Then
that's going back with the inconsistencies. Said, once you bond with one, you're bonded for life. Unless
you find the big birds that like bond for life.
Dude, that's another Mandela effect that I had. So I thought that big dragon was gonna come in at first, because she said like, "Oh, you bond once with one." So I was waiting for that big one to just come out of nowhere and for him to like fight it.
Yeah.
And it never came. So I was like, "Oh, I guess there's not a special dragon." Like in my head, I was like, "Oh, I guess there's not one." And then the special dragon comes, and I'm like, "What the hell?"
So I didn't realize this until I watched the movie. I just assumed the Na'vi was the one tribe that encompassed the whole planet. So at the end of the movie, or towards the end when they're gathering all the tribes to go fight, I'm like, oh, this is how it leads into Way of Water. Like there's gonna be a water tribe.
No, they talk about it.
Yeah, they do talk about the clans.
Talk about it.
But
like, because
I forgot too.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I had never watched this movie, so that's why I was like, oh, I just assumed the Na'vi was the one tribe until they.
No.
I assumed they were the one tribe, and then once I knew there was more tribes, and the guy was like, oh, there's gonna be like 20,000 of them in a week. I was like, that doesn't seem like a lot.
Well, compared to how many soldiers there was.
Well, they had 15 clans, and it was like 2,000.
in each.
No, total.
In total.
My only thing is that this planet seems pretty big. It's probably been around for a
Fucking
minute.
massive.
20,000 people isn't even the size of Lagmont.
No.
That's why I'm saying 20,000 doesn't seem like a lot.
Well, that's why they're
for-
called tribes. Cause
Yeah, because they're little. They're
they're little.
hundreds.
Yeah, but
No,
so
not even 100.
Well, think about it. 15 clans and there's only 2,000 in all.
Yeah. So yeah.
A few hundred, maybe
100.
1,000.
Because they said the Navi was only a couple hundred.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't know. It's just for me, the society should have this like ecosystem should have more than.
Well, I mean, it's
With how big the planet was,
I'm just saying. I'm
All
just,
the other tribes
I'm
were
just
like,
saying
yeah, we're-
evolution wise, like
all the other tribes were
we
like,
ha-
maybe they're not as evolved as.
they should be. They looked evolved.
like species wise, they looked
No,
evolved.
I'm just saying.
No, I meant-
I'm just saying
intelligence-wise?
like
Intelligence wise, they looked evolved.
Intelligence-wise.
Like they knew what's
Okay.
up.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just saying like city wise.
City wise, they had a
Oh.
huge ass tree. That tree was
Yeah,
huge.
but I mean,
fits at least 20,000 by itself.
maybe.
I think it's just because the planet's also living, so they don't
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
need for like cities or anything like that. 'Cause
No,
you
but I'm
can-
just because he's talking about like there should be like big towns and shit.
Yeah. Well, no,
No, but I'm
it's
just saying. I
No.
mean, this is like the indigenous. Think of like Native Americans. Everybody had their own little tribes, and they're all.
I know we both gave it B plus. Why? What was the main reason why you gave it a B?
the plot. I think the plot, yeah, kind of like with the inconsistencies I was talking about, where 1 second this happened and then the next second they contradicted themselves. And like I said, I think people will talk more about the CGI itself than the actual plot of the movie. In the middle, it dragged a little, but I thought it was slow to take off. That was
To
my
get it
problem.
going.
Yeah, to get it
That's in
going.
the beginning.
Yeah, because honestly, like the first 30 minutes, I struggled.
It was once they got into the actual Avatar.
And
body.
once they got into
That's
the
when it
actual
started, like,
Avatar
started to
body,
take off.
but even that took like I said, like 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
For a 2.5 hour long movie, that's, you know.
Well, I mean, it just gives them more to explain everything. But, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
it
true.
did take a minute for it to start getting together. I'm hoping this next one
Doesn't
kinda
have any
just kinda-
explanation for
Well, I mean,
it's
we're
just-
gonna
3 hours.
We're gonna get a lot more explanation because they're gonna talk. I feel like it's gonna be more, I guess, more world building because we're gonna,
yeah, it's definitely more world building.
which I hope because I
It's
really
on the
I
same
really
planet,
want, I
right?
really want to see. Yeah, I really
Yeah.
want to see more of this planet.
I was pretty excited to see it because the CGI is probably gonna look great. The
That's what
story.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. People talk more about the CGI than the actual story.
And look, I will say it deserves to be talked about for the CGI. 100%.
It does, absolutely. The movie looks incredible, and
Yeah.
you know I'm a sucker for good,
Good graphics.
good graphics.
Yeah. No, me too. 3 hours, bro.
3 hours.
What are they gonna do for 3 hours? And I bet you anything, the next 4 movies are 3 hours as well.
Oh, they're all
no,
gonna be-
no,
they're
no.
all
So
gonna
in my
be
head, I'm like,
long.
what are you doing, James Cameron? What are you planning?
That's a lot of story to tell for each movie.
Think about the world building they're gonna do.
That's what I'm hoping for. I really want to see more world building. I want to see more animals. We mostly
Well,
saw
we're
like the
gonna-
Black Panther, the rhinos.
Well, we're gonna see all the sea creatures pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
there you go.
whales,
Sea-
sharks.
sea creatures. Talking about that, I was going through Avatar 2, and you know the Colonel. You know
Yeah.
how he dies at the end of this movie.
no, the Colonel doesn't die. The guy, are you talking about the big guy, the one that's benching 600
Yeah, yeah.
pounds? He doesn't die.
Fuck, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, he
no,
doesn't
he's
die?
walking.
I literally
He's
just-
walking at the end with everybody.
I literally just. Oh, he does.
Oh,
Yeah.
he does.
He walks with everybody.
Okay.
And he
I
thought
looks
he
at
didn't
him.
get
See,
like-
that confused the fuck out of me.
Right?
for
I'm
a
pretty
second.
sure he doesn't die.
Well,
No,
I
because he
think-
gets 2 arrows to the 2 bow and arrows to the chest.
Maybe because
'Cause his
I-
robot
Maybe
little
he does
thing-
because I was reading it and the guys and the article said, well, they bring him back, making it seem like he died.
Yeah, I thought
they
he
bring him
died.
back. He's gonna be the evil villain for every movie.
For every movie.
From the article that I read, he's gonna the Colonel Quaritch. He's gonna be the villain for each movie.
It'd be funny if he gets an avatar body.
That's what I was thinking.
I
could.
really think he died. Maybe he does die.
Like
no,
they harvest his brain and
you think so?
They harvest his brain.
No,
Yeah.
maybe he just looks at the CEO guy.
yeah, the CEO guy looks
For
like
Oh
sure, I
yeah, that's what he
remember
looks at. Yeah, that's what he looks at.
yeah, the CEO, not the Colonel.
Oh, so
Go back to when they fight.
Oh my god! I really thought that was him. And
No.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, he does.
He does. He does.
Yeah, because I think he dies, but they say they bring him back because
Yeah,
he's gonna be
like
the.
I think like Adolfo said in the CGI type or not CGI Avatar.
That would make sense. As
That would make
storytelling, that would make sense for him to come
Yeah.
Well,
back.
who
As.
that
brings
was-
him back? The military
Yeah.
or the
Yeah,
Avatar?
the military.
Because the CEO guy is back too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I saw that he's back. So.
The military for sure
Yeah.
brings him back.
He has a score to settle.
but-
When do you guys think Jake Sully's gonna die? What movie?
Oh, to answer your question, I think Jake Sully dies in this movie.
Avatar 2?
I think so, and I think his daughter takes over because from the trailers it looks like he has a kid, right?
Yeah, he has.
Yeah,
I thought he
yeah.
had 2.
Or 2, but
Maybe-
I
maybe
think
one.
Well, I think he's 2 because one's grown up and then one's like
Yeah.
gonna be born. So
yeah, I think he dies in this movie.
You?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell.
I think he dies. Movie number 6.
You think he makes it the whole way?
no.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, it's possible
It's
because
possible.
fucking
You
Fast and
can't-
Furious they've been around for like
yeah.
10.
I think he makes it also. I think he's going.
Yeah,
bro. I think
James
he's going
would-
to.
If,
I
if he
believe
dies, 4 or 5, movie 4 or 5.
Dang. But Are we excited for Avatar 2? Yes or no?
I'm really excited. I actually am.
Okay, from a desktop from 0 to 10, I'm at a 5. I was trying to make that a thing.
I'm at a 6.
If I gave it a couple of desk pops, I'm giving it 5 desk pops.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm giving you 1.
One desk pop?
Yeah, a couple is 2, so 1 desk pop. Just a pew.
Yeah, pew. like if we're like out here like ta 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 ta, I'm giving it 5.
Not even a pew pew. No.
Yeah, I'm giving 5 good
Yeah,
desk
it's
pops.
gonna be like a shotgun pew.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be the same thing. I think people are just gonna be talking about the CGI and everyone's just
I don't care about the people. I'm watching the movie.
Yeah, how
I
hyped
could
though?
care-
How
I
many
could
desk
care-
pops?
I could care less
Out of
about the
10.
people.
I'm trying to make it a thing, Daniel. How many desk pops? Because I'm gonna animate a couple.
Probably like a 7.5.
7. You can't do half a desk pop, bro. It's either you desk pop or you don't desk
He
pop.
just pulls it out, but he doesn't shoot it.
Come on, my boy. You gotta give it
It's
a
like
good
Eddie's.
old
It's like
desk pop.
Eddie selling half a car.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You can't be doing that.
Have a car.
What'd you say? Fuck me for?
Eddie watching this? He's like, what the hell?
The only person I hope comes back is Michelle Rodriguez.
Well, let us know, guys, what you
Hey, that
think.
motherfucker. Put me off.
She died. We saw her blow
I
up.
don't know why.
So did the other guy. He died. He got shot in the face like
He's
4
right.
times.
She wasn't like a main.
You see,
chick.
that,
could've
no,
been.
but that is
She
my
could've
main
been.
problem with this, bro. They bring back the white guy, but they don't bring back Michelle Rodriguez, bro. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, bro. James Cameron, look, man, give my POCs a chance. Next thing you know, he's gonna kill Zoe Saldana's character. I'll be
I
pissed.
wouldn't doubt it. That's probably one that's gonna.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us today on our review of Avatar by James Cameron, not The Last Airbender. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe, share this with your Mima, share this with your Peepaw, and let us know what you think about Avatar 2 and how excited you are for that movie. We'll see you guys next time. Later.
Deuces.
Adios.